What's up, everyone? DefyNewYork.com here, the brand new video. Today we're looking at the 2019 retro for the black infrared Jordan 6. Before I start off the video, I'm gonna say this for any new viewers. What makes this especially a big release for Defy New York is because I know I started a Facebook page back many years ago advocating for the return of Nike Air branding to the Jordan series that had originally had the Nike Air branding. And a lot of people were like against it for whatever reason. I have no idea. They wanted that Jumpman Air, or they didn't care. And but there were still a lot of people that missed it and appreciated that when the original designs were drawn out, that Nike Air branding was incorporated. That was a part of the original design, and to just, you know, swap it out like it was nothing, it made a big difference. So anyhow, eventually we'll catch on with other reporting blogs like Sneaker News. Sneaker News was actually the first to really, support that movement. So this is a major release because 19 years. This shoe has not come back 19 years without the Nike Air branding on the back. So it's big. And Jordan Brand did right by this retro. For me, if I had to compare between this one and the 2000 retro, which one would I rather own? And if it could be wearable, I'd probably go with the 2000 retro, but it's very close. Very, very close. This is a great retro. It's got the 3M, well, the reflective material on it, so that's a bonus. The 2000 retro did not have that, but I don't know, it'll be a close one. You can see that the Nike Air branding on the back is not that pronounced. Like, it's not. You can see that swoosh, but you can't see Nike Air. So that's because there was when they did the embroidery, it's too thin, it's too flat. It wasn't like that on the 2000 retro. It wasn't like that on the OG. So I'm a little disappointed by that. But overall, they did a good job. They really did. The sizing, a lot of people are saying, to go a size down, a half size down. I would not recommend that at all. I would just go with whatever you typically wear. You'll have like a little bit of the tip of the shoe right here that will be give you a little room, but trust me when I say if you go a half size down, you're gonna feel it width-wise. So I'd recommend sticking with what you typically wear in Jordans. As far as the color, I guess everybody is loving the color better. I mean, I have no issues with this one. I had no issues with the last colorway, but I didn't pick up the last one just because it didn't have the Nike Air branding on the heel. So, but, as far as my memory with this shoe, 1991, I didn't own this shoe. 1991, I had the Trainer Max 91 in gray and yellow with the gray and yellow suede. And I just remember, whenever you see this black box coming out of the back in the day, you knew somebody was getting hooked up. As a child, I wanted that black box to come out for me, but my parents weren't gonna spend that kind of money at the time, so I knew that wasn't gonna happen. But every time I would see it, I'd be like, damn, I want those Jordans, but that didn't start happening until I started working. And then once I started working, I finally got an original pair of Jordan 6s. And then when the retro came out in 2000, I was able to get those. Now, I got those from Transit Active Warehouse back in the day, and they were reselling them for $180. So this shoe in the year 2000, in my opinion, was the most popular retro of the time. And I say that because in 1999, when the Jordan 4 retro dropped, you could still walk into certain stores, at least in New York, and find a pair. The black cement was a little more difficult to find, But the white cement, you could walk in, they were on sale. They were on sale in Modell's. My friend and I said this in other videos, we walked into Modell's and it was on sale. I think it was like $80 or $70. And we're like, nah. And we passed on them. So, you know, it wasn't, but the Black Infrared 6 in 2000 sold out everywhere. And the only place I could get it was Transit Active Warehouse. And they had them for $180, so they had jacked up the price, and I was pissed. But I wanted them, so I got them. And you know, but this was the one that to me it was the first hyped up Jordan 6. Then I had the white and navy with the Jumpman Air on the back, and the leather on those was really nice. But anyhow, overall, this is a must pick up if you are into the Jordan 6. I highly recommend picking these up. This is a major pickup. Just if you follow me on Instagram, Defy New York, at Defy New York, DEFY, New York spelled out NEWYORK. I was going back to 1991, and Super Nintendo launched 1991. Sonic the Hedgehog, Naughty by Nature, OPP, Cypress Hill's debut album. There was just a lot of things going on during that year, and it was just Toe Jam and Earl. And it's funny because Toe Jam and Earl is supposed to come back again for this year. So, but anyhow, next part of the video, I'm going to show you what they look like on feet. All right, everyone, so you got to see what they look like on feet. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, please feel free to drop me a line. If you want to see detailed pictures of the 2000 retro, I have them on defynewyork.com. You just look up Nike Air Jordan 6. As far as the OG, like I said, I did own the OG in the late 90s, early 2000s. And as far as the tongue height, I don't find a major problem with them, this retro, or any of the previous retros, even though it's lower than the original. But I wouldn't mind seeing the tongue height increase just a bit. It was, obviously a key detail in the original. But overall, Jordan Brand did a great job. So any questions, concerns, comments, please feel free to drop me a line. And as always, stay tuned for more videos.